Hello guys, today I'm gonna start my season review, and I'm gonna do it team by team. So over the next over the next before the beginning of the 2018 season, I will do review the teams and their drivers. So let's start today with the Sauber team. Well, in 2017, their driver lineup was Marcus Ericsson and Pascal Wehrlein. And unfortunately, they ended up in 10th position, with only scoring a total of 5 points in the whole of the 20 races across the season, all courtesy of Pascal Wehrlein. And Pascal Wehrlein, obviously missed the first 2 races in Australia and Bahrain due to the serious neck injury he sustained in the Race of Champions in Miami, I think it was, in 2016. Yeah, but anyway, Antonio Giovinazzi got to drive his car instead, on both occasions. Well, Pascal Wehrlein did all right. I mean, with what he has and what he had this year, and as I said, he scored all the 5 points. I don't really think Marcus Ericsson should get the drive next year, because he didn't score any points, and I think he's only in Formula 1, or he's only at Sauber, shall I say, because of his connections with the owners, being part of having connections with his management team. And yes, what was the other highlight? Well, it wasn't really a highlight, but Pascal had that weird crash with Jenson Button when he came back, when Fernando did his IndyCar, the Indy 500, and he ended up on the side in the barrier. I personally I was really scared for his butt then, because obviously of him having that major crash in the Race of Champions, which actually turned out to be more severe than first saw. I mean, I saw some pictures in Bild.de, which is the German equivalent of the Sun, and he was pictured lying on his back with a back brace on, so it must have been quite serious. I actually think that, as I said, Pascal Wehrlein is not gonna get a seat, especially now that Sauber have become more or less a junior team of Ferrari, with Alfa Romeo becoming their main title sponsor. And I think he's gonna be out of Formula One next. He's not gonna be in Formula One next season, which is really unfortunate, because in my opinion it should be Marcus Ericsson that should be out of Formula One, because for the reasons that I've mentioned earlier. Anyway, this has been my Sauber F1 team review. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Cheers, thank you, bye. Thank you, people, for supporting my videos. I really appreciate it, and your donation on Patreon will enable me, first of all, to continue creating videos, and you know, in case the Formula One should the Formula One become unavailable on terrestrial television, I really appreciate it. And yes, because it's my first love, it always will be, and I really appreciate your support. It takes me about 4 hours to do one video, so I do put a lot of time and effort into creating these videos. So just to have comments and your interaction is really great. But if you can support me financially, please do so, and everything is I really appreciate it, and I will continue to do so. You know, even if you can't support me financially, do help me to get the word out. I'm doing this alongside my main business, Haberman Translation. This is kind of my weekend project, if you know what I mean. So I really appreciate your support. Yes, and if, as I said, and the other thing is that because I've got cerebral palsy, I find it really hard to go out to go out places, because I find it hard to get disabled friendly taxis. So you know, and it cost me about 100 British pounds for a good night out. That is including the football match, a meal, and you know, just having a good time. So I really appreciate your support as well on that one. All right. So thanks again from the bottom of my heart for you to be my patron, and yeah, I hope you continue to enjoy my videos. Thank you guys. Love you all. Bye.